Okay, next we'll add the functionality for this equipment. The logic here needs to be written into the inventory node slot. Here, we'll ignore the drag for now. When the click event is triggered, we'll write a lot of logic into the inventory node slot. Let's go to its input key. Here, this is the active scale inventory node slot. Obviously, this logic is implemented through the inventory component. So let's go to our inventory component here. Let's close all of these first, because there are too many. Let's go to this panel in the IBeam Ausla. When we activate it, here, our unified activation entry point is here. Okay, this side is empty, right? So here we need to equip it into our equipment slot and then remove it from our inventory. First, this must definitely be on the server. This is redirected from the server. It should be completely fine, no problem. This is the function you can see in the inventory slot. Find our inventory. The demo just got turned off again. You notice this unclank event here. It is through the character, in this method in the character. It is clearly an RPC. This outlined in the character. It is an RPC, so this must be on the server. So on the server, we are on the server. Let's go get it. We'll get it through reflection. Of course, we can also use this, an honor, do a cast. That's also fine. We got it through reflection before. It can also be obtained. This is the reflection-based approach to get the component inside. After getting this component, then let's first prepare the equipment to be equipped. And this is the equipment we are equipping. This specific piece of equipment, this asset, well, points to this asset. Of course, the pointers to these assets must exist. If they don't exist like this, there will be problems. And now we are going to equip such a component. Then we can just write it like this, because we have already bound the method. That is, we equip it through the equip component. If the equipping is successful, then we just remove this inventory from ourselves. This method was written by us in the previous lesson. Okay, with this method, we can successfully equip this equipment. Then remove this item from the warehouse. So what is the logic for unequipping? For unequipping, when this function is clicked, it will call the unequipment on our character's team. Then it will jump to the server. First, it also gets the equipment instance. It will try to add it to the backpack in the warehouse. If the addition is successful, then we remove it from ourselves. So this logic is complementary. So this is to first add to the backpack if the backpack addition is successful. Then remove itself from the equipment slot. Then in this English story, it first adds to the equipment if the equipment addition is successful. Then remove from the backpack and remove from the warehouse. That's roughly the idea. Now let's try it. See if we can successfully equip it. Okay, I've already started it successfully. We'll just test with 2 backends. Okay, here we equip it. We click on this weapon. Okay. Next, we will click the left mouse button. It seems we didn't successfully trigger the equip action. Dragging works, because dragging is the original logic. If it wasn't triggered, we need to test it. To see what caused it, let's use a selector to test it. Okay, this equip here has no effects. We haven't made the effect yet, because it's done on the static mesh. Don't worry about it. Clicking here has no effect. Clicking here also causes a crash. It can be seen. We can take a look. Let's first check what is causing it. Obviously, there is a problem with the code we wrote here. It was written in the wrong place. It should have been written here. So these 2 lines of code should be moved here. I must have missed this. So right here, this place is empty. That's fine too. This kind of error, actually, most of the time, you just separate. Then it can be gradually identified. Okay, we'll just take a look. We'll just disable it. Let's start over. What this means is to initialize this container to 6, then enable synchronization. And here, when we receive the synchronization, we just need to trigger this delegate with the current information. Let's try again now. When it clicks over, it should be this way here. we'll wait for it to start. Okay, after it finishes starting, we'll test it again. Here we equip this weapon. Then we click the left mouse button. It's already equipped successfully. Let's click it again so it can be confirmed that it was indeed the previous issue. It seems we didn't select the right texture here either. The applied attack power also seems incorrect. Let's take another look at it. When we define the asset like this, did we not make it more complete? Well, obviously, this is the case. This issue should be in our pickup here. We forgot to update the asset here to this weapon. In the class default here. It should be here. You can see we have the key, but it still adds this. Now let's test the damage. Let's re-evaluate the test. Now we are good. Let's give this. Then let's give it to him. Yeah, it didn't hit. It hit. This one dealt relatively high damage. So it effectively increased attack power by 30 points and deducted 2 points of defense rate. Right. The minimum means 48. Because originally we had 20 points of damage. Adding 30 points of attack power, subtracting 2 points of reaction makes exactly 48. Then we equip another weapon, so it should now be 58 damage. Let's kill it. You can see 58. So the damage calculation is correct. Then unequal 8. Then this side should be 38. Then we unequip another piece of equipment. Okay, this part should be fine. Probably. No need to demonstrate it either. Okay. So, the equipping of this equipment and this. The equipping of the equipment. Equipping and unequipping should be okay now. And actually, now we just need to proceed with the subsequent drag and drop tagging. And then right here, let's drag it here. You'll see this part is also okay. No issues. But you can't drag it onto this right now, because we haven't written the corresponding logic yet, so the drag and drop was unsuccessful. We will write this logic in a moment. Okay, we'll stop here for this lesson.